You're listening to the Hour of the Time. I'm William Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have pen and paper. Tonight we're going to continue where we left off last night. And we're going to call this The Lost Light number 3. I'm going to be reading to you verbatim from the 1910 Volume 12 issue of the New Age magazine, which is the official publication of the Supreme Council of the 33rd degree of the Southern Jurisdiction of the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. And what you're going to hear, well, it should cause you to raise an eyebrow. It should turn on light bulbs in your head. It should sound alarms. It should help you to understand how we have come to this point in time where this great nation is being destroyed from within, not from without, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the way it's always been here. So, get comfortable. Get ready. Open your mind. And once again, the bell tolls for you. I advise you to listen. The Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters, and God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. Of those who look beneath the surface of the Masonic movement, it becomes clear that this great secret fraternity is an order partly religious and moral, partly mystic, which dates back to the dim past. Indeed, there are many who claim that its stream can be traced to the fountainhead of that great hierarchy, supposed to have had its origin in India, that land to which may be attributed so many of the thought motives that sway humanity. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I'm reading from the 1910 Volume 12, January to June, New Age magazine, which is the official magazine of the Supreme Council of the 33rd degree of the Southern Jurisdiction of the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. Soul knowledge is what the wisest of the world have ever been seeking, and it is what they will ever be seeking until our well-worn planet reaches dissolution. It embraces a realization of the deity in all creation and a recognition of the interrelation between God and man, and between man and his brother man. Therefore, this search stands back of all the faiths and religions, and many and devious have been the roads over which the seekers have passed, each choosing the pathway best suited to his nature. For their particular glimmer of this great light, many have laid down their lives. Because of their longing for this inner vision, many have abandoned the world and lived in monasteries or deserts, or have isolated themselves in mountain fastnesses. It matters not whether we examine the records of pagan or Christian countries. Everywhere we find mention of these mystics, visionaries, dreamers, who have counted the pleasures of life as dross, and the hidden truth as all in all, and have groped on wisely or blindly, as the case might be, in their quest of this science of the soul. There is no doubt that but each religion caught some of the light, and with it kindled its individual torch. Afterwards, the crystallizing process of form laid stone after stone around that torch, until an impenetrable wall hemmed it on every side, and its illuminating rays were either deadened or extinguished. As we pass in review all the beliefs, facets, denominations which have arisen and waned, we know that the way of each was too limited, and the man-made dogma more prized than the spirit within. Thus, as we move back through the ages, granting the good here and the pity of it all there, we stand at last before the fountainhead, the great wisdom. It limits neither breadth nor scope of any man. It allows to everyone the fullest soul development of what she is capable. Following it, all must grow. This ancient theosophy may be regarded as the source of God knowledge and of soul knowledge. From it extends the chain that can be followed link by link through all the religious creeds, humanitarian movements, and secret societies. It is the sacred bond connecting one with another, beginning with the spiritual hierarchy, considered by students of the Orient as a grand communion of perfect souls. This great wisdom has flowed steadily on. From it have come the sons of God, the saviors of the world. And ladies and gentlemen, that will give you some indication of what they believe themselves to be, and why they believe that it is them that must decide the future of all humanity, and not us, whom they call the profane. I continue. These progressive ones have been the founders of all religious belief, and the reason of its diversity lies in the fact that the inner secret has been revealed only so far as the receiver could understand. We find Christ stating to his apostles, I have many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. While old Jewish records claim that the chapter on creation was to be expounded to only one hearer. Thus we learn that the great mysteries were always preserved for the enlightened few who could hold and follow the truth in all purity, and were destined to become the teachers of mankind. According to the Reverend Dr. Oliver, Freemasonry was the great original system through which the Spirit of God moved among the sons of men, and by which the soul climbed up to God. We find him making this assertion, quote, the mysteries of all nations were originally the same and diversified only by accidental circumstances of local situation and political economy, end quote. Now this same authority states that many signs and symbols of the rites of Freemasonry have been discovered among the remaining landmarks of the antediluvian world. He believes it to have been practiced at the attempted erection of the Tower of Babel, and at the dispersion scattered far and wide among the different settlements. Research shows that in remotest antiquity, the art of building was considered sacred, and was carried on by priests,